Good morning, people. Let's continue with the lockdown tutorial. We are still in statistics and we are discussing arithmetic mean or mean. So, I'd like to discuss one more question where you have to find the unknown k. Where you have to find the unknown k when the mean is given. We have already discussed this kind of question. I just can't find the page, but still we have already discussed. Let's do one more time. We need to find the unknown when the mean is given, but this time we have class intervals. Okay, so you can see the question. Class intervals are given 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100, and below frequencies are given 7 and that one is 11. 7, 11, k. Can you see the unknown k? 9 and 13. Okay, I would like to ask one question to you. What kind of interval is this? Please, what kind of interval is this? Answer me. Come on, people, it's an exclusive interval. Exclusive interval, or what do I say? Ready-made. There's nothing to worry for you all. It's an exclusive interval, okay? So let's try solving this question. Since nothing is mentioned out here, we'll be using the direct method. So our class intervals, can you see? I filled up the class intervals. The mid value, I've taught you all how to find the mid value. Don't forget to write xi. I've been checking your homework, many of you forget to write xi. How to find the mid value? 0 plus 20, lower limit, upper limit by 2, 20 by 2 equals to 10. That means let's find the mid value of this. 20 plus 40 by 2, which means 60 by 2, 2 into 3 times, which is 30. Yes or no, gap people? That only you can use your own intuition. 40 and 60, what could be the mid value? 50. But I want you all to show it to me in your homework. Okay, what could be the mid value of 60 and 80, 70? What could be the mid value of 80 and 100, 90? You can fill it up yourself only. So our frequencies are, frequency fi. Don't forget to write fi. Frequencies are 7, 11 as given in the question, k, 9 and 13. Okay, and since we need to find mean, since we need to find the value of k and nothing has been mentioned to us by which method I mean to say, so we can use the direct method, and the formula for direct method is, I know the formula. What's the formula? Summation fi xi by summation fi. So since I'm using direct method, this will be fi xi or fi xi. We all know this. Multiply 10 into 770. That will be careful out here. 50 into k is 50k. Be very careful out here. And then summation fi xi. Again, people, I've always told you, make a space, rough work, do the addition. So when you add the numbers first. 70, 330, 630 and 1170. This will give me this much, while this 50k comes separately out here. Don't forget that. Only add the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, gives you 2200. This 50k plus 50k separately. Also add the numbers first. 7, 11, 9 and 13, 40. This k comes separately. Okay, given to us is mean x bar is 54. It's given in the question. If you see the question, can you see? Mean x bar is 54. Okay, mean is 54. So we know mean x bar is summation fi xi by summation fi. Mean is given to me 54. I can write 54 1 summation fi x. Just now you found out summation fi 40 plus k. Think there is 1 out here. Cross multiply. 1 into this whole thing will give me this much only. No changes. 54 into this much. Be very careful. Put it in a bracket. In the next step you open up 54 into 40, 2160. In rough multiply and show it to me. 54k. This one same. Bring all the k's one side. 54k is here only. Bring this 50k this side. It becomes minus 2200 minus. Take this one that side. This one becomes minus. When you change from left hand side, it goes to right hand side. Subtract 4k. 40k equals to 4. This 4 goes down. K equals to 10. So this is how we find unknown in class intervals. As far as I'm concerned, we have discussed this kind of question before also, but we did not have a class interval. Okay, people, now this will be a new topic for you all. Inclusive interval. Okay, so you can see the question is given class limit. Now I don't have interval, it's class limit and frequency. Okay, so can you see how to differentiate between an exclusive and an inclusive interval is, in an inclusive interval it's 25 to 29, and it does not start from 29, it starts from 30 to 34. Now again, it does not start from 34, it starts from 35 to 39. Can you see the difference? Let me just show you one. Look out here. This is an exclusive interval, 45 to 55, and from where does it start? from 55 only, 55 to 65. So this is an exclusive, or I say ready-made. But look out here, it's 25 to 29. Does it start from 29? No, it starts from 30. That is why this is an inclusive interval. So first thing which I would like you all to notice is the difference between an exclusive and an inclusive interval. So this is an inclusive interval because 25 to 29, and it does not start from 29, it starts from 30 to 34. So you have to find the mean of this inclusive interval. Okay, so whenever inclusive interval is given, be very careful. This is not a ready-made table or a ready-made interval. So now you need to make this inclusive into exclusive, then we'll be able to solve. Okay, people, it's very easy, you don't need to panic. Okay, an inclusive interval is given to us. We need to convert inclusive interval into exclusive, and we need to find mean. Since the question does not say any method, I'll go with the direct method because that's the shortest and the easiest method. Okay, now class limit, can you see when it is given this way, it's mentioned class limit. So now I'll write class limit first, fill up everything that's given in the question. Okay, now let's write class interval, and then mid value, and then frequency fi xi. Okay, how do I find the class interval, or how do I convert inclusive into exclusive? Is what you have to do is subtract 0.5 from the lower limit, add 0.5 to the upper limit. Again, subtract 0.5 to the lower limit, add 0.5 to the upper limit. Okay, now 25, if I subtract 0.5, I'm going down. What's before 25? 24. So this will become 24.5 because I've subtracted 0.5, and 29, you add 0.5, this will become 29.5. Again, let's see, 30, subtract 0.5, so this will fall down to what? Tell me, people. You subtract 0.5 to 30, it will go down to 29. It will become 29.5, and then you add 0.5 out here, it will become 34.5. Do you want me to show? Okay, I'll show you all in rough. Look here, let's do this. 35. Okay, so subtract 0.5 from 35. Look here, 35, my point is here. I have to subtract 0.5. 0.5 I'm subtracting, fill up with zeros. 10 minus 5, 5. So now I have 4 out here. So how much does this become? 34.5. Yes or no? So this 35 becomes what? 34.5, and add 0.5 to 39. 39 means where is the point? Here. So now I have to add 0.5. 0.5. Remember, when you add or subtract, point should be in one same line. Fill up with zeros. Okay. So now I'm adding 5, 9. So how much does 39 become? 39.5. Okay. That will 40 will become what? Fall down. It will become what? 39.5. And this 44 will become what? Add 44.5. How much will this 45 become? Fall down, subtract 0.5, it will become 44.5. And how much will this 49 become? 49 will become 49.5. How much will this 50 become? Subtract 0.5, so it will go down to 49.5. And how much will this 54 become? 54.5. Okay. Okay, now let's try to find the mid values. Mid values, lower limit and upper limit. Okay, let me just make a table. Wait. So we all know how to find the mid values. Again, it will be 24.5. I hope everyone can see, plus 29.5 by 2. As I told you, there should always be space for rough work. Okay, let's add 24.5 plus 29.5. 5 and 5, if you add 10. 9 plus 10 for 14. 54.0. So you, after point, if there is only 0, you can leave. You can just write 54. So when you add this, you will get 54 by 2. 2 into what? 2 into 2 times is 4. 1 goes there. 2 7 times 14. So you will get 27. So that one you will add this. Okay, that one let's add 29.5 and 34.5. Always absolutely space for rough work. Always 29.5 and 34.5. 5 and 5 10, decimal 14. 64.0. that means I can just write 64. So this will become 64 by 2. 2 into 3 times is 6. 2 into 32. So you can fill the remaining yourself. Okay, So people, in order to save time, I've completed this, but I want rough work for everything. I want to see the rough work. How did you get these values? Okay, now let's go to frequencies. I said again, I want rough work. Let's go to frequencies. Let's fill up the frequencies. 10, it's given in the question. 10, 12, 15, 5, 3, 5. Now since we need to find the mean, okay, it does not say any method, so I'll use the direct method. For direct method, I need to find fi xi or f xi fi, whatever you wish to say. I know my xi, 27 into 10 equals to 270. Yes or no, people? 32 into 12, multiply yourself. 37 into 15, multiply yourself. Show me the rough work. Without the rough work, I'm not accepting your homework. 47 into 3, 52 into 5. Okay, people, again, I want the rough work for this. How did you get this? I want the rough work. Without rough work, I'm not accepting your work. Now I need summation fi xi. I need some, according to the direct method, I'll need summation fi also. I need this one also. Add these people in the rough work and show it to me. Add this in the rough and show it to me. So after addition, I'll see that summation fi xi is this much, summation fi is 50. I said I want rough work. Without rough work, I'm not accepting your homework. So now since our question tells us to find mean, let's try to find mean. We know mean x bar is what? Summation fi xi by summation fi. Put implies out here. Mean x bar, summation fi xi is how much? 1820. Summation fi is how much? 50. Okay, cancel 0 and 0. 182 by 5. In the rough, you do the division. 5 into 3 times is 15. 3, this comes down to 5 into 6 times is 30. Put a decimal. Here we go. 5 into 4 times is 20. So our answer is 36.4. So expected answer mean or x bar is how much? 36.4. Is it okay now, people? So this is how we find mean when an inclusive interval is given. Remember, inclusive must be converted to exclusive. Actually, you don't need to convert, but okay, don't think too much, forget that. In terms of mean, you don't need to convert, but let's forget that, because for now I want everyone to convert all the inclusive to exclusive. Is that okay or not? Forget what I said just now. That is for your higher level, not for your level. So just remember one thing, inclusive must be converted to exclusive. Okay, once we get into this habit, our next topic will become very easy. Our median will be very much easy. So this is how we solve for an inclusive interval. Everything remains the same. Look here, inclusive gets converted into exclusive and we follow the same old method. Okay people, take care. Okay people, now let's do another variety, less than type. Okay, so now again class limit will be used, not class interval. So less than 10, less than 20, less than 30 is given and the frequencies are given. We need to find the mean. Again, the question does not say any method. So if the question does not say any method, let's go with the direct method because that's the shortest and the easiest method we have. Okay, so now with this kind of table, we'll be unable to solve. So this must be again converted into exclusive interval. Okay, so how to convert less than type table to exclusive type is, it's very easy. Relax, I just want you all to listen to me properly. Okay, so less than 10, less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50. Okay, what's the gap between each, from the first table to the second table? How much is the gap from the second table to third table? We see there is a gap of 10. So since it says, we can see it's a gap of 10, so we'll make sure our length of the class interval is 10. Okay, so since it says less than 10, so below 10, and there's a gap of how much between this and this and this and this and this and this, how much is the gap or how much is the length? 10. And it says less than 10, so since the gap between them is of 10, I'll make sure my class size is of 10. Okay, so less than 10 means 10, and how much is the gap? 10. So in order to have a gap of 10, I'll have to write 0 out here. So it becomes 0 to 10. Now less than 20. Now less than 20, 20, less than 20. Now how much is the gap? How much is the gap between them? 10. Or how much is the class size? 10. So this will become 10 to 20. Can you see the class size between them is 10? Can you see the class size between them is 10? Less than 30. Less than 30. So how much is the gap? 10. So this will become how much? 20. That one is less than 40. How much is the class gap? 10. Less than 50. How much is the class gap? 10. So this will be 40. So now this has become into an exclusive interval. Wait, but there is some changes in the frequency that will take place that we need to be very, very careful. So how many? Okay people, now let's go with the frequencies. So less than 10 and less than 20, there is a gap of 10. So the first frequency will be 500. Now less than 20, we have 9. Now but we have an interval 10 to 20. It does not include 0 to 20. It's between 10 to 20. So that includes all. If I say 9, 9 includes 5 also. So including 5 and including something, it has become 9 when I say less than 20. But I have separated now. 0 to 10, 5 is already gone. Now 10 to 20 will be how much? Between 10 to 20. 0 to 10, 5 is already gone. So less than 20, we had 9. So 5 is already gone. That means how much is remaining? 9 minus 5 equals to 4. Yes, that's what we need to be very, very careful. When I say less than 20, it includes, when I say 9, it includes 5 also. But if I put in a specific group 10 to 20, since 5 is already gone, so it will be 9 minus 5 equals to 4. So similarly, when I say less than 30, it includes everything. 17 includes 9 also, 5 also. So in order to get the frequency between 20 to 30, so I'll have to subtract 17 minus 9. Yes. 8. That one is less than 40. 29 minus 17. If I say 29, it includes all. So but I need between class interval 30 to 40. So it will be 29 minus 17. And then that one is less than 50 will be 45 minus 29, which means 16. Okay. Yes. Now beyond that, we all know how to do, because since it does not say any method, we'll go with the direct method. Now we have the class intervals. Less than type has turned into exclusive interval. 0 to 10, 10 to 20. You can fill up all the class intervals yourself. Okay. And then mid value, you all know how to find. 0 plus 10 by 2 equals to 10 by 2 equals to 5. Fill up the frequencies first. Now the frequencies have changed to 5, 4, 8, 12 and 16. Okay. Now find the mid value. Mid value, you all know 0 to 10 means 0 plus 10 by 2, which means 10 by 2 equals to 5. That only you can fill up all the frequencies yourself. If you export mid value of 10 to 10 and 20 is 15. So that's not, we are finding the mid value, not the frequency. Mid value of 20 and 30 is 25. Okay. So since it does not say any method, I'll be using direct method. And when I'm using direct method, I'll need FIXI or XIFI. You just multiply. 5 into 5 is 25. You all know that. Okay. So do the multiplication yourself and show me in the rough work how much value you all get. And since you are using direct method, I need to find summation FIXI also. So multiply, and after that I find summation FIXI and find summation FI. Because according to direct method, that's the formula of mean. Mean x bar equals to summation FI by summation FI. So let's put down the values. We'll get the answer. 1425 by 45. Cancel with 15. Okay, let's cancel with 15. 15 into 3 times is 45. 15 into 9 times is 135. See. 135. 7 is remaining here. 7 comes here, it becomes 75. 15 into 5 times is 75. So I'm left with 95 by 3. In the rough work, you divide this and give me the value. That will be the answer. Okay people. 3 into 3 times is 9. This 5 comes here. 3 into 1 times 2. Put a decimal. 3 into 6 times is 18. 2 already a decimal. 3 into 6 times is 18. It keeps on going. You'll get 31.666, or if you want to bring it to to 2 digits, then 31 point. Can you see this 6 is more than 5? It will give 1, so it will to this 6 and it will become 31.67 approx. So this is how we find mean when less than type table is given to you all. Always remember one thing, even if you don't want to remember everything, just remember the shortcut. The first one remains the same, and from the second one you keep on subtracting. 9 minus 5, 4, 17 minus 9, 8, 29 minus 17, 12, 45 minus 29, 16. You can remember that way also. The first one remains the same, and from the second one, 9 minus 5, 4, 17 minus 9, 8, 29 minus 17, 12, 45 minus 29, 16. But please show me this, okay? Okay people, so this is how we deal with less than type table. Okay people, now let's go with the last variety, greater than type, okay? Last time we did less than type, now we need to do greater than type. Again, be very careful. Marks, a class limit are given, but here it's written 0 or greater than 0, 10 or greater than 10, 20 or greater than 20, 30 or greater than 30. That way the question is supplied to us and number of competitors is given to us. Now we need to again convert this greater type into an exclusive interval. That's why having the knowledge of the exclusive interval is very important to us. Okay, so now let's try to fill it up. Okay, let me draw a line. Give me a minute. Okay, remember one thing, when we have greater than type, count the number of tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now when you make it into exclusive, if there are 6 tables out here, 6 tables, okay, if there are 6 tables, you need only 5 tables here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you need only, ignore this, you need only 5 tables. So if there are 7 tables out here, you need only 6 tables. If there are 8 tables, you need only 7 tables. Okay, if there are 4 tables, you need only 3 tables. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tables. I'm solving greater than type. So I need only 5 tables. Okay, again, check how much is the class size. Let's try to decide the class size. 0 or greater than 0, and go to the next table. It starts with 10 or greater than 10. And it starts with 20 or greater than 20. Now you can make out how much is the class size, or how much could be your class size. Can you see the difference between them? 10 or greater than 10, 20 or greater, 30. Can you see the difference between them is of 10. So my class size is 10. Now the first thing, it says 0 or greater than 0. Now I've seen my class size, or the difference between two table, or the class size is 10. So since it starts with 0, so 0 to 10 will be my first class interval, since the difference between them is of 10. If the difference between them is of 20, it will be 0 to 20. Okay, now it says 0 or greater than 0. How much we have? 40 numbers are there who are greater than 0. Now if I go that way, let's go to the next class interval, 10 or greater than 10. So this should be, and the next one is 20 or greater than 20. So what could be the class interval out here? 10 to 20. Now let's come to the frequencies. So greater than 0 we have 40, and greater than 10 we have 36. See, again listen to me properly. Greater than 0 we have 40 numbers, or 40 competitors. Greater than 10 we have 36 competitors. So between 0 and 10, how many are there? Listen to me properly. Greater than 0 we have 40 competitors. Greater than 10 we have 36 competitors. So then how much is between 0 and 10? Only 4. 40 minus 36. Yes people. Okay, again, now see, 20 or greater than 20, or 30 or greater. So what will be the class interval out here? 20 to 30. Again, how many are greater than 10? 36. Now forget this 40, forget this. How many are greater than 10? 36. Now how many are greater than 20? 22. But what is between 10 to 20? In between them, you subtract this, you'll get how much is between 10 to 20. So 36 minus 22 is 14. Okay, that one, once you get the idea, this will become 30 to 40, and this will become 40 to 50. Always remember, when we are solving greater than type, if there are 6 tables, you need only 4 tables here. Now for this again, 22 minus 11, which is 11. For this, 11 minus 2, which is 9. And for this, 2 minus 0 is 2. So now our greater than type table has been converted into a simple exclusive interval. So since the question does not say anything, we need to find mean. Let's find mean using direct method. Fill up the class interval 0 to 10. So people, I filled up all my class intervals. as given in the question, 0 to 10, 10 to 20. Now I have my class intervals, they are all filled up. I have my mid values. I've taught you all how to find mid values. 0 and 10, 0 plus 10 by 2, which means 10 by 2 equals to 5. Fill up the frequencies. Now these are your frequencies. 4, 14, can you all see that? 11, 9, 2. Okay, let's fill up fi xi using direct method. So this will become 5 into 4 equals to 20. That way only you'll fill up everything. Show me the rough work. And then find, what will you find? Summation fi xi. You'll find summation fi here, and then find the mean yourself. I hope you all can do. Find the mean yourself after this. Okay, now remember one thing. When we are dealing with greater than type, if there are 6 tables, you need only 5 tables. If there are 7 tables, you need only 6 tables. And when you are dealing with greater than type, you'll start subtracting from the very first. While if you are dealing with less than type, no changes. Okay, the first one does not change. Remember, the first one does not change, and the change starts from the second one. When you are dealing with less than type, the first one does not change, and the change starts from the second one. While you are dealing with greater than type, firstly number of tables will come down. If there are 6 tables, it will become 5, and then you'll start subtracting from the very first frequency. Okay, so using direct method, find summation fi xi, summation fi, we know the value, we know the formula of mean. Solve it yourself. It's for you all to solve. Okay, now up to now, what are the type of varieties that we have done? Look at types of question. Raw data type, where no frequency was given. Remember raw data type. Let me try to show you. Give me a minute. Yes, this is a perfect example of raw data type. Remember, then we go to frequency type without class interval. Frequency type without class interval. This one, frequency was given but without class interval. Then we go to frequency with class interval. I've taught you all frequency with class interval. This variety, people, frequency with class intervals. This is an exclusive interval. Look at frequency with class interval, exclusive and inclusive. I think I began my class with the inclusive interval. This is an inclusive interval. I've taught you. Yes or no? Then we go to exclusive is taught, inclusive taught. Then we go to less than type. I showed you all just now. We did less than type. Where is my less than type? Can you see, guys? Less than type. Less than type. This is how we solve. And then the last one is the greater than type. Okay, people. And we have 3 methods. Okay, what is the first method? The first method is the direct method. What is the second method? The second method is your deviation method or short method or assumed mean method. Yes or no? And what is the third method? The third method is your step deviation method. Okay, guys, these are the variety of questions that's expected. And how many methods to solve? 3 methods to solve. Direct method, second one is assumed mean method, or you can say deviation method or short method, and the third one is your step deviation method. And these are the varieties of questions. Once you get this, I don't think so there is anything that can stop you. Okay, people, do well, complete the remaining part as your homework. Okay, people, do all these questions as homework, because even if you don't have the board's book, pause the video and check the last question. The intervals are not of equal length. So under this condition, use the first method or the direct method or assumed mean method. Go with the first method. Stay home and stay safe. Take care.